Once there were two sisters, Dolores, who was 7, and Sandra, who was 5. They lived in a small house in the country with their mother and their baby brother, Arthur. Their father was a sailor, and he was away on a long voyage. One day, Dolores and Sandra were running across a field near their house when they met a gypsy girl playing with a drum. Her family was camping in a field for a few days. As the girl played, a little mechanical man and woman came out of the drum and danced. Dolores and Sandra had never seen such a drum, and they begged the girl to give it to them. She looked at them and laughed. "I'll give it to you, sure. But only if you are really bad. Come back tomorrow. Tell me how bad you were, and I'll see if I feel like giving it to you." As soon as the two sisters got home, they started shouting, which was against the rules in their house. Then they wrote all over the walls with their crayons, and at supper they spilled their food. When it was time for bed, they wouldn't go. They did every naughty thing they could think of to upset their mother. They were really bad. Early the next morning, they hurried off to find the gypsy girl. "We were really bad yesterday," they told her, "so please give us the drum." But when they told her what they had done, the gypsy girl laughed. "You must be much worse than that." As soon as Dolores and Sandra got home, they pulled up all the flowers in the garden, they let the pig out and they chased it away, they tore their clothes, they slashed in the mud. They were a lot worse than the day before. "If you don't stop," their mother said, "I'm going to take baby Arthur and go away. And you will be left with a new mother, with glass eyes and a wooden tail." That scared Dolores and Sandra. They loved their mother. They loved Arthur. They couldn't imagine being without them, so they began to cry. "I don't want to leave you," said their mother. "But unless you change your behavior, I will have to leave." "We'll be good," the girls promised, yet they didn't really believe their mother would go away. "She's just trying to scare us into being good," Dolores said. "We'll get the drum tomorrow," said Sandra. "Then we'll be good again." Early the next morning, they rushed off to find the gypsy girl. When they found her, she was playing with the drum. The little man and woman were dancing. They told the gypsy girl how bad they had been the day before. "That must be bad enough to get the drum," said the sisters. "Oh, no," said the gypsy girl. "You must be much worse than that. But we promised our mother we would be good from now on." "If you really want the drum," said the gypsy girl, "you must be much, much worse." "It's only for one more day," Dolores told Sandra. "Then we will have the drum." "I hope you're right," said Sandra. As soon as they got home, they beat the dog with a stick. They broke dishes, tore their clothes, and spanked their baby brother. Their mother began to cry. "You're not keeping your part of the promise." "We'll be good," said Dolores. "We promise," said Sandra. "I can't wait much longer," said their mother. Please try." Early the next morning, before their mother was awake, Sandra and Dolores ran to see the gypsy girl. They told her all the bad things that they had done. "We were horrid," said Sandra. "We were worse than we've ever been before," said Dolores. "Can we please have the drum now?" "No," said the gypsy girl. "I never meant to give it to you. It was just a game. I thought you knew." Dolores and Sandra began to cry. They rushed home as quickly as they could, but their mother and Arthur were gone. "Well, maybe they're out shopping," said Dolores. "They'll be back soon." But they were still not back at lunchtime. Dolores and Sandra felt lonely and scared. They wandered through the fields the rest of the day. "Maybe they'll be home when we get back," said Sandra. But when they got home, they saw through the window that the lamps were lit. There was a fire in the fireplace, and they could smell dinner cooking on the stove. They did not see their mother and Arthur. Instead, there, sitting in a chair by the fire, was their new mother, with her glass eyes and her wooden tail Something against the floor. Hi, 207. It's Miss Viola Swamp. Thanks for listening, commenting, and subscribing. Go check out my Facebook page and leave suggestions for stories you want to hear. I hope to see you in class next time.